Hey everybody, Shawn Tubbs here with Revv Amps. Today I want to talk about how to mic up a speaker cabinet, and in this case specifically using a Shure SM57. Now this is a very accessible microphone. It's a fairly affordable microphone, and at the end of the day this is still one of the industry standard microphones for miking up a guitar cabinet. Now before I go into actual mic positioning, let's talk about the speaker itself. So on this cabinet I've taken the grill cloth off of it so that you guys can see the speaker itself. Now in the center of the speaker you've got the dust cover, or some people call it the dust cap, doesn't matter, but in the center is the dust cover, and then you've got the actual cone, and then the outer edge of the speaker is the webbing. Now where I like to start with a 57 is about, I would say, an inch away from the grill cloth. And then I like to keep it dead straight on the speaker, right on the edge of the dust cover. So this would be the edge of the dust cover here. So I'm going to position the 57 about like that to start, which would be right on the edge. And that's a good starting point. If that's a little too bright, there are things you can do. So you can actually stay in that position, but you can put the microphone itself actually off axis. So you would start turning it off axis, but in the same position. So we could stay in this position and we could go off axis this way, and that would change the tone. It would make it slightly darker, maybe not quite as spiky up top. Now the other thing you can do is stay straight on off the dust cover, and if you need it to be darker, just move it over and see what that sounds like. That's going to be darker and it's going to have a different tonal characteristic. Now, obviously with your grill cloth on, you may not be able to see your speaker through the grill cloth. There's a couple tricks. I like to use a flashlight. If you don't have a flashlight on, you just use your cell phone. Most phones now have a light on them. Just hold it really close to the grill cloth and you'll be able to look through and actually see your speaker. You know, this is very useful information, especially if you're, playing on stages where you're wondering why it's sounding weird through front of house or through your in-ears or your wedge monitors in the front. A lot of it really is just mic positioning. You know, the front of house engineer might just come up and just place the mic in front of your cabinet and not really look at position, or he may actually position it what would be considered correctly, but it might be a little brighter. Maybe you do like a more off-axis sound, or you like the microphone to be over slightly so it's a little bit darker. So it's good to have this knowledge just to sort out your live sound, as well as obviously recording. Okay, so just real quick, I've moved my speaker cabinet into a separate room. That's where I have it mic'd up. I'm using my generator 740 amp on the green channel for a medium kind of crunch sound. The first example you're going to hear is with the mic right on the edge of the dust cover, perfectly straight. The second example will be with the mic still on the dust cover, but off axis. And then the third example and final example you're going to hear is with the mic moved back to straight, but more towards the webbing or the cone of the speaker.